The 6 things you will do for your business to fail is to not invest time in thinking. Don't forget, this is the era. We have moved beyond information age. This is data age. In this data age, it was estimated that on daily basis, over 60 billion emails are sent daily in the last 10 years, and it is more now. If you check the number of messages you receive daily, it's enough distraction for you not to have capacity to invest time in thinking. And this is the biggest problem for leaders of corporations, leaders of institutions, leaders of huge organizations, including leaders in government, in all our recognized institutions. They don't have enough time to think. They are not investing enough time to think. This is to remind us that if we don't invest in thinking, we are going to be taking actions that is going to be undermining our thinking processes. There was a company, I don't want to mention the name of the company. Its core value was think fast and act fast. That company was failing until a new executive came to solve the problem. He looked at their core value, said, no, the core value is what is responsible for this failure. And what was the core value? Think fast, act fast. He only changed it. He now changed things to think smart and act fast. So from that day, they begin to invest energy in thinking, invest time in thinking. Then when they have thought through it very well, they take action fast. And you know why it is very important for you to invest in thinking? There's this principle in physics called the uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle states that you can never study anything objectively because the observer influences the observed. You can never observe anything objectively because the thinking process you are going through will affect what you are observing. In psychology, they call it a psychological bias, whereby people or leaders of organizations, they embark on what we call confirmation test. A situation whereby you don't think through a process, you go and act. You have acted, you are now trying to rationalize your action by thinking through it. You have placed the cat before the horse. And it's obvious in the press release of EFCC concerning Very Dark Man. It is after they have arrested him, they are now thinking of what do we see that justify this method of arrest. Because the method of arrest, there must be something preceding it. So now what we have, does this justify the process? They have acted in a manner that they are now thinking to confirm what they have acted. And that is why you see in the epistle that they released about the allegation against them, the press statement they made, as big, as bogus as it is, there was no specific act of wrongdoing. Before something can warrant that method of arrest, there must be a specific act. In fact, in government institution, most public service rule, that thing, serious misconduct, and that serious misconduct is not act of wrongdoing, no, a specific act of wrongdoing. This is one of the things I don't really want to appreciate. That young man has one slogan that if you come for me, you are the victim. If he come for you, you are the victim. If individual acted in a manner that validates that statement, institution as government, we shouldn't play into that. We should have thought everything out clearly. Have a specific act of offense. The petition, the specific petition, and the act committed must be clear. People read through a whole statement, you cannot lay hand to something. It's not really very fair. Forget about whether it is VDM today. It is one thing we should be able to do to improve our system. We need to make ourselves, look more credible in the public space. Let's act in a manner that shows that we know what we are doing. If we are not thinking to match what we have done, it's meaning that we are placing the cat before the horse. If you want your business to fail, if you want to lose credibility in your business, start acting before you think. Don't invest energy in thinking your business will fail. Your reputation will go down. And don't forget, it is not really what we know that put us in trouble. What put people in trouble is not what they know. It is what they know that is not just what they think it is. If individuals can make those kind of mistakes, institutions of government must avoid this type of mistake. That's why there must be think tank in our situation. We must think very well and we must act in alliance with what we have thought out.